Hi everyone, welcome back to another 15-minute builds. Today we are going to do some building, but first I wanted to show you what I actually did a little bit in between episodes. So I did set up a flag for this kingdom. At long last, it's kind of inspired by, so you know how the other village we built, our flag was kind of based off the Byzantine Empire. So this flag is based off of the I guess it was the Empire of Trebizond at one point. The flag looks similar, just maybe not the same color scheme. And you know these statues that have been sitting here for ages that I guess that one wasn't there, but this one was sitting unfinished for a while. Well, I finally got enough copper to finish these two. So we have the dragon statue, which is recreated from Dragon Vale. It's the same statue. And then I built this phoenix statue. This is brand new. I was originally going to build the one that we had built in well, I think it was the Kingdom of it was Wulvlox, right? I had already built a phoenix statue there, and that one was a little too simple for my liking and a little too small, so we had to make it look more like this one. And we have all these other platforms set up for the other statues we need to make. Haven't gotten to those yet. I do have enough copper for that, but anyway, let's actually get into some building. Okay, I populated this village as well. As you can see, there's plenty of villagers. Let me eat some food. And let me turn down my audio because I always forget to do that. And something that someone mentioned last time, actually a couple people mentioned last time, was that these houses looked very plain, and I absolutely agreed with that. So I tried my best in my own style to try to remedy that with I think these work as kind of like like windowsills. And so I have like on some of these I have some pots placed, and I guess it would make more sense on some of these upper layers. But some of the suggestions were to, like chisel, make these walls look a little more chiseled. And I don't know if I really like the look of that. Like, okay, like this wall is a good example. This wall is like super plain. So if we were to like, add some like stairs to make it a little more chiseled, yeah, it might look a little bit more interesting. But I like the simple look. But I'm always for adding things. So I do like the added. And also it just makes the build look a little more fancy. But let me know if you think we should tweak it a little bit more. I mean, I'm down for anything, but I don't know if I really like the look of, I like the just flat, cobble look, and then we can just add some things to highlight it. But let's actually get to building. So, 3 minutes in, well, I guess 2 minutes and 30 seconds in. So, I guess the recent Minecraft news was, okay, so the recent update came out, and I haven't actually got around to looking for a, whatever the biome was called, the Pale Garden. I haven't gotten to looking around for it because I'm not like super interested, to be honest. I don't think we really need. I don't like that look of that wood, and I guess there's no other reason I would need to go over there. But anyway. There's also the Minecraft lawsuit, which is, I think, what is occupying most people's mind, maybe. And I'll let the experts, put their 2 cents in for that. But I would say for the most part, I'm not shocked that. Well, I know the EULA has been like a point of contention for a while, but. I'm not really shocked. Like, I think Minecraft has kind of been going downhill since since Microsoft bought it. And do I actually need it for this layer? Yeah, I could do. And so this is the look of this one that I built. Prior, this is the proof of concept house, if you will. So I have a basement with beds, and I don't know if I like that for a desert. Doesn't feel that right. So we might do some double deckers. We might do some triple deckers because I do want I want these to be job houses. So we got these. Why can't I remember what I'm always like blank on what these are. So these are smokers, so that we have some butchers. From this village over here, they're basically commuting. So I tore down that wall that was partitioning these two, and there's a cat on the outside of the village. But I broke down the wall that was mainly partitioning these two villages so we could get them together. But anyway, something I was also thinking was so that area over there, let's actually just start filling in these walls. And that area over there, we're gonna have a statue for at least one of the gods that I was thinking was gonna be more sunken into the ground, and just to give the vibe that this area has been like You know, it's been a while, and I think that was something I wanted to mention too, because someone did say, I think someone might have mentioned this before, and I might have brought it, and I might have responded to it, but I guess I wanted to respond to it again. Why am I don't know why I'm digging this sand. I guess just to make sure I definitely have. Oh, you know, if I do the basement layout, then I might want to do this. So I guess it's not all bad. But anyway, someone mentioned that the look of the houses doesn't seem right, especially because they're cobblestone. Those houses over there, and I guess my thought was that this area. So you know, like I think I said this before, but maybe these little ponds were like up higher, and you know, it's reasonable to think so. I guess I hadn't actually put a date to this Minecraft world, but let's just say that this Minecraft world's current date is probably around like 650 CE. It's probably a reasonable guesstimate, I would say. I mean, it's not like real history, right? I mean, these Minecraft villages aren't more than like 100 people for the most part, and I think by 650 CE there was cities that were at least 10,000. Like so you know, I mean, we're not quite there yet, but you know, it's Minecraft, so we'll be okay with it. But I needed to sleep because I still don't like mobs spawning. I just don't want to deal with them, especially if they have a chance of bothering me. But anyway, yeah. So I I guess what I wanted to say in regards to you know, if you're an indie developer who cares about your game, maybe don't sell it to a soulless corporation who, let's say, you know, for the most part, will probably, you know, take your love and passion that you put into a game, that you poured into it, and just like, you know, just squeeze every dollar out of it until there's nothing left. And then, you know, they'll just discard it like it's nothing. I'm not saying that Minecraft's probably going to be like that, because, I mean, I doubt it is, but I know that there are, you know, maybe there are definitely some movies and games out there that have been, you know, maybe neglected, or, you know, they're just sitting around like, okay, like, you know, they're still holding on to those IPs, and I ask those companies like, okay, like Sony, looking at you, you have great IPs, and you just kind of like sit on them and not do anything with them. Like, make some good games. Like, come on. I'm done with like you know, today's mantra, right, is like the, you know, AAA games, right? I don't know. Well, I guess I don't know if every game is a AAA game, and a lot of games that are popular do tend to be, thankfully, for the most part, indie games. But sometimes they're not, and and sometimes, you know, the games that come out are AAA games that are maybe less than stellar. I would say they aren't quite AAA; they're more like AAA flops. Because they're just like, okay, like Cities Skylines 2, not to, you know, be on a game that's already been probably beaten so many times, but it's you know, just a game that is, you know, a year after release is still pretty disappointing. And I know they keep coming out with region packs, and I think what bothers me, and I don't really want to say this in maybe my Cities Skylines videos, because maybe that might bother some people, but when they come out with region packs and the only thing they add to the game is cosmetics, like literally all I think to myself is like, just, you could just imagine all that stuff abstracted, and it's literally just like, you know, like a French style building over here, you know, American style building here. Like, it doesn't, the assets don't really matter to me. They, you know, it's nice eye candy, yeah, sure, but like, okay, like, I guess the same thing applies here to my, I thought I just saw an Enderman for a second, like, warp across the screen, but okay. And the same thing kind of applies to my Minecraft world here too. Like, I'm happy with everything I built, but I guess what stops me from wanting to, like, say, tear something down that I'm not super happy with is that, I mean, it's not really about what something looks like verbatim. Like, yeah, I mean, I want things to look nice, I don't want things to look terrible, but it's more about what they represent, right? Like, so those statues over there, I'm sure plenty of people could make better statues of that scale with the resources I used. I'm almost confident in that. But I mean, for me, it's about those statues represent, you know, like in this region, there was this culture, which, you know, we were calling the Adatory Nord culture. I think that's right. And I'm still don't know if I'm like totally sold on that. I had another name for the culture that I didn't go with, but I think that works. But you know, like, you know, this is that those statues they built for a specific reason, you know, whatever. But the important thing is that they represent that, even if they look, even if they might look terrible. I don't think they look that horrendous though. Anyway, we're at the 10-minute mark. Just giving an update, and we'll eat some cooked pork chop. And okay, so I've been seeing my friends. See, I might have mentioned this before. There was a group of friends playing Minecraft, yada yada, but they stopped playing. That was that other world that, for all I know, that the only remnant of what we built is that video I put on this channel. So that always makes me sad. I don't think we need to rehash that. There's nothing like, that's why, like, all the people who've played on my Minecraft world, I don't want to ever lock out access to the world to that for them, because I mean, I don't want to build, no one wants to build something and then not have access to it anymore. I mean, at least that's my impression. I didn't think I wanted to do that. Okay, that should be good. And you know, they stopped playing the modded version of Minecraft that they were on I think just a little while ago, and I'm not sure if they finished. It didn't seem like they played for very long, so my presumption would probably be not. And I think they're playing Marvel Rivals now, and I'm not sure what that, I haven't played that game, so I couldn't honestly tell you what it's about, or I haven't even seen anything about it, so I also couldn't tell you anything about it. But you know, all I have to say in that regard is I'm pretty sure it's in the same kind of vein as Overwatch, or at least I think I've heard people kind of say that. So I'm just glad people aren't playing Overwatch anymore, and you know, same with maybe Fortnite to a lesser degree, but people have been playing that since like high school, and that stuff just needs to. Why do I keep seeing something warp across the screen? Okay, I think those games need to, you know, to like disappear a little bit. I'm seeing something. Okay, what the heck? Anyway, I'm sure it's probably just villagers too. But whatever. I'm trying to think about how I partitioned this. And I'm just gonna have to go downstairs and check. Okay, so it was just cut sandstone. I also smelted some glass, so we can actually have the opportunity to smelt this. We do have the opportunity to actually fill in the glass panes that I wanted to. And I did save up the emeralds. I don't know if I mentioned this last time. I think I might have done it in between episodes, but I did save up enough emeralds to actually place down a bell, so this village actually does have a meeting point. And you know, I'm not sure if that actually does anything, because I know that they can also designate a meeting point at at the nearest work site or bed or whatever. So I think that still works out. But if we can just fill in this glass here, and then I want to fill in this glass over here. I think this time, you know, maybe we'll go a little over the 15 minutes. I'm not like super. Yeah, I kind of want these videos to be more loose, because honestly, I think the problem is when I make them more structured, I tend to want to do them less, because pretty much everything else in my life is really structured, and I just want to have fun here. So, you know, this is just rambling, and you know, whatever. But okay, going back to this house, and going back to what I was talking about earlier. I don't understand, like, they were playing Minecraft with mods and still were kind of bored with Minecraft. I don't know if that is saying a lot about Minecraft, or to me it says more about them and how you approach the game. Like, okay, I mean, I guess it would be obvious, right? I mean, I'm playing Minecraft for the meta game, right? You don't need to build a kingdom, right? I could have beaten the Ender Dragon ages ago if I really wanted to. But you know, beating the Ender Dragon isn't my 911, the thing I want to do the most. I want to just, just build a couple things. So if I can just remember what I built over there, I think it was slabs. Okay. And I think there's only one that I can actually turn into slabs. So, and okay, so for all of these platforms that will eventually have statues, that employs 2 stonecutter or whatever they're masons, stonemason villagers. So I think the cut sandstones, nope, we can't turn those into slabs. And I think sandstone is okay, so we're gonna turn these into slabs. And, right? I think that's correct. I still don't know, honestly. Nope. These are the wrong ones. I didn't mean to turn these into slabs. Well, time to throw these away. We won't need those. And so the slabs I actually wanted are these smooth sandstone. And so these for sure are inspired from the villager houses over here. Because I didn't know smooth sandstone was a thing until, well, honestly, until I was building these houses. I mean, I've seen it around, but I didn't know how you could actually acquire it. But I mean, I remember for the longest time in Minecraft, you couldn't actually get what was the block? You couldn't get those wood blocks with, like the ones you can get where they don't have any. Okay, like let me like there's this one. If I place these 4 together, you get these jungle wood. For the longest time, you couldn't get this. This was unobtainable, and I don't know. I don't know what I'm trying to go with there, but I think something I really wish Minecraft would spend more time doing is focusing less on adding new features and just focusing more on increasing the depth of the features already here. And it's not like to an insane degree because it's Minecraft and I like it simple, but I think some things here could be enhanced. And also, like, I mean, if I haven't pointed out already, like the number of bugs in Minecraft, the one that's literally stopping us from finishing a village, which is going to require us to find another taiga village. But, I mean, it is what it is. If I could actually get some progress on this house, that would be great. I won't leave you until we get some, I mean, at least decent work. I mean, most of these houses are pretty simple, and I don't think we'll be leaving this village super soon, but okay, so like this orange terracotta we will be using for the roof instead of this kind of pattern. So we'll be mimicking that house more a little bit. And I just want some variety, just like for those roofs. We didn't have a super huge variety in their style, but the type of block we used, I think, is at least acceptable. But just go up here. I think, okay, this one, I think this one is the one I want to make a triple decker. So this one is actually going to go up a little higher, and hopefully we'll have enough resources for it. And I think so we could still do a basement. And I guess my other idea for why we might want to do that is to leave some storage space for whatever shop might be operating on the first floor. But I think that would work. And then I guess something I did want to cover was other future projects. So I don't think that we will be going to the world origin anytime. Well, I mean, we'll be going there soon, but I think the next thing I wanted to work on for sure was Tord here. That wasn't the right village. I think I already said it, but we wanted to work on, why is the name blanking me? I have so many kingdoms and I can't remember the name of all of them. But it was, if I can think for 1 second, Whitekur. Yep, that's the one. That's the one where we want to actually expand it, because basically, I think I've already mentioned this, but we standardize our title system, so the size of a kingdom determines what its title is. And Whitekur, I want to be a princedom, but it only has like 20 villagers and it needs to have 40. So rather than downgrade its title, we just got to increase the number of villagers. So we'll get there at some point. But I think we'll call this wrap. So this is a little extra long, 15 minutes. So I guess more like 20 minutes. But thank you so much for watching. I'll see you next time. Have a good night.